I want to speak to us today on transformation in the dark, the cocoon stage, transformation in the dark. Sometimes God hides you not to punish you, but to prepare you. Because metamorphosis happens in sacred secrecy. Every butterfly must pass through the cocoon, that mysterious in-between place where movement slows, where light disappears, and everything familiar dissolves. It's dark. It's tight. It's lonely. But it's also where transformation happens. Some of you are in that place right now. You're praying, but heaven seems quiet. You're showing up, but there is no one to notice. You're wondering, Lord, why? Why did you hide me? Friends, the hiding place is not the punishment place. It's the preparation place. When God is ready to reveal something greater through you, He first covers you. Joseph was hidden in a prison cell while heaven was preparing his throne. The silence of that cell was not divine neglect, it was divine development. Heaven was shaping his humility before unveiling his authority. So if you feel hidden, if you feel unseen, you're not buried. You're being built. God, beloved, uses the dark room to develop destiny. Can you say that with me this morning? Can you say that with me today? Can you type that in the blog today? God uses the dark room to develop destiny. Of course, it reminds me of the days when we used the Polaroid cameras, where the picture was taken, but it was developed in a dark room. God uses the dark room, beloved, to develop destiny. I will give you the treasures of darkness and the hidden riches of secret places. Isaiah chapters 45 and verse 3. Just as the photographer once developed images in a dark room, God develops our destiny in hidden seasons. He says, stay still while I work. Don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. Don't tear the cocoon. You see, if the caterpillar escapes too soon, its wings never form. If Joseph left the prison before Pharaoh's dream, he'd have missed his purpose. If Jesus avoided Gethsemane, there would be no resurrection glory. So don't despise the dark places. They're heaven's workshop. Don't despise the dark places. They are heaven's workshop. When nothing seems to be happening, every single thing is happening. The silence isn't empty, it's sacred. Be still and know that I am God. I am not being punished. My dark room is not the place of punishment with God. It's the place of development. My cocoon is not the place of abandonment, but it's my preparation for destiny with God. I may not see it yet, but God is forming wings in my waiting. The cocoon is sacred, beloved, not silent. You and I are not able to see what is happening inside of the cocoon, but metamorphosis is taking place. Metamorphosis is taking place that will blossom into a beautiful butterfly. The wings are developed in the cocoon stage so that the butterfly can fly. I will cover you, he told Moses, with my hand while my glory passes by. God did not deny Moses his glory. He just hid him while revealing it. Moses could not behold the unveiled glory of God. You think that you've been overlooked, but God says, I'm protecting what I am perfecting. God says, when you think that you're overlooked, I am protecting what I am perfecting. The phone stopped ringing. The spotlight faded. The crowd disappears. That's not rejection, family. That's not rejection, family. It's redirection. God withdrew the noise so you can hear his whisper. And when the whisper comes, it won't sound like thunder, but it will shape your soul. What if the silence you feel is the sound of God stitching wings of wisdom inside your spirit? Understand that metamorphosis requires destruction before resurgence. Metamorphosis requires destruction before resurrection. Transformation, beloved, requires death before resurrection. Don't you know that those of you who were baptized into Christ were baptized into his death? Unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much fruits. John chapter 12 and verse 24. Inside the cocoon, beloved, the caterpillar literally melts down into a liquid. Literally. Its entire structure, its anatomy dissolves, but inside that fluid, the imaginal cells, coded with the butterfly future information, its DNA, is formed. That's why Romans chapters 12 and verse 2 says, be transformed, be transformed, by the renewing of your mind. Metamorphosis, a change. The change, not a sporadic, not a transitional change, but a permanent change that takes place, because the butterfly will not revert back to a cocoon, beloved. It's getting ready to fly. It must develop wings, and the wings are not developed when it is a butterfly, because the wings are a prerequisite for the butterfly to fly, and it's developed in the cocoon stage. God may have you in a cocoon stage in this stage of your life because he's preparing you, beloved, to fly. He is preparing you to fly. God is not, or God isn't remolding you. He is recreating you from the inside out. Can you say that with me? God is not remolding me. God is recreating me from the inside out. You are not being rebranded. You are being reborn. When God melts you down, He doesn't leave you in pieces. He builds you up into purpose. God, if you must melt me to make me, go ahead and do it. Because I trust the transformation. Emergence into the butterfly from the cocoon comes through resistance. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 and verse 17. A butterfly struggles to press through the cocoon. It is what pumps life into the wings as it struggles to get out of the cocoon. It pumps life into the wing. If someone cuts it open too soon, it dies on the ground. It will not be able to fly. Your cocoon stage, beloved, is not destruction. It's preparation. Paul said, we are pressed, but we're not crushed. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it's preparation. Every push, every tear, every closed door is heaven's resistance training for your destiny. What you call pain, God calls process. The very weight that feels heavy is the weight of glory being formed in you. Christ in you, the hope of glory. The struggle isn't sent to stop you. It's sent to strengthen you. James puts it this way. He says, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the testing of your faith works patience. He proceeded to say, so allow patience to have her perfect work. Because your struggle isn't sent to stop you. It's sent to strengthen you. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's hard. But the fight you feel is your flight being formed. Every delay is building divine durability. Every dark night is calibrating your vision for light. When you're pressed, not crushed, God is developing in you a resistance, fortitude, resistance to fight against the enemy and to experience your victory. You might be perplexed, but you're not in despair. Knocked down but never destroyed, never knocked out, because the same God who allows the pressure is the one preparing your wings for glory. Lord, thank you, is my prayer today. Thank you, Lord, for the pressure that produces power in my life. Beloved, this is true in our daily lives. You go to surgery. When you return from surgery in the OR and you're in the hospital, if you do not want to get up to walk, the nurses and the doctors say you got to get up to walk. We don't want you to not be able to move, because the walking exercises your muscles. They're strengthening your muscles. Everything that you are going through, and I am going through, beloved, God is preparing us. It may appear that it is not preparation, but we are in the cocoon stage of preparation to fly. Except you remain in the cocoon stage to develop the ability to fly, you will not be able to fly. When you emerge, you will never crawl again. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. He who has begun this good work in you, he does not leave it for you to finish or to accomplish it. No, he works in you both to will and to complete that work. Once transformation is complete, the butterfly never returns to crawling. It begins to fly. When God finishes what he started, you won't fit back into your old skin. You won't fit back into the old, religious mindset. Your old circle or your old mindset will not return in your mind after the transformation. It will not rule you after the transformation, because you are made to soar. And when you finally break through, you'll realize the very walls that confined you have now defined your wings. The very walls that confined you have now defined your wings. Even Jesus Christ, beloved, entered his cocoon, the tomb. The stone wasn't a stop sign. It was a seal of transformation. When the world thought it was over, heaven was preparing resurrection. And so on the third day, the world saw the glory that had been hidden in the dark, under the earth, beneath the earth. If God allowed a grave for his son, he uses the dark places for your destiny, beloved. He hides you to heal you. He breaks you to build you. He melts you to make you fly. So if you've been in a hidden season, this is your moment. Lift your heart, lift your hand, and say, Lord, Lord, I trust the process. I rededicate my life. I submit my timeline to your transformation. I won't crawl out of the cocoon. I'll wait for you to open it. Because heaven declares, when I finish this, they won't recognize you, but they will glorify me. Isn't that what Jesus said on the Sermon on the Mount? Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. In your dark cocoon stage, God is melting you to rebuild you for divine purpose, for divine flight. He's causing your wings to be strengthened in those dark places, in the silent places, so that you will glorify him in the bright places. Say with me today, beloved, I am not buried. I am planted. What looks like isolation is divine incubation. God is transforming me in the dark so I can shine in the light. My hiding is my healing. My silence is my setup. I will emerge with wings of wisdom. I will emerge with strength. I will emerge with purpose. He hid me to heal me. He broke me to build me. He melted me to make me fly. You see, God moves from sacred secrecy to a supernatural showcase. God is consistently consistent, beloved. The concealment before commissioning, he manifested in Moses in Midian. Preparation before promotion is seen in David in the field as a shepherd boy. Hiddenness before holiness was exemplified in Jesus in Nazareth. So don't curse your cocoon. Don't curse your cocoon. It's not your end. It's evidence that transformation has begun. And if you've been hidden, it's because heaven has been healing you. Heaven is preparing you. And God does it in the dark. God does it in the silence before showcasing it in the light. So the next time, family, the next time they see you, you won't be crawling, but you will be flying. You will be flying in divine purpose and God's divine wisdom. Don't curse your cocoon. It is necessary because in your cocoon stage, you are formed by Zoe.